to have him. He's prepared a little presentation for you guys. So he'll chat to you for a bit, and then I think he's happy to answer some questions if you've got any. So introducing Ace.
How are you today?
Thanks.
He's fine too, by the way.
How? Do you want to hear my talk? Good morning. My name is Ace Bryans, but you can just call me Ace the Amazing. Just joking. Just Ace is cool. I was born in April 2000. I am 15 years old. I was born in Cairns, Queensland. God, it was hot up there. So I came down to Melbourne for the awesome cold weather. And then I get to meet all you amazing people. Anyway, I will be talking about my life and this life-changing computer, plus a little about my condition. So let's start, shall we? When I was 4 months old, I had an immunization. After the immunization, I got very sick. We think the immunization made me this way, because I used sit-up by myself. And after I couldn't. But my most beautiful mum took me to the doctors every day for around 2 months. Because my very smart mum, she thought something was up about me. But the doctor said I was fine. When I was 6 months old, my mum rushed me to hospital and I nearly died. When I woke up, I couldn't move my body. I couldn't answer back, but my mum had an idea. So she asked me if you can hear me, and you know what I'm saying. Look up for yes. Well, I am pretty sure you know the answer already. But I looked up for yes. That second she cried her eyes out. Well, look at me now. Now I have been diagnosed with cerebral palsy. And if I open my cerebral palsy book, there would be a few more conditions. I have dystonia and GA1. I think dystonia is the worst one, because it makes my muscles move and I can't control them, to save my life. And because with it I hurt like 24/7, with GA1, my metabolic condition, I can become very sick really easily. I have to go to hospital when I get sick or go without food or drink for too long. But despite of that, I am happy and still bloody smiling. I think why I am still smiling is because I have the most beautiful people. My mum, dad, sisters and friends. And, of course, my beautiful golden retriever dog, Bella. She's the golden princess in my life, to keep me going through every day and every night. Without them I would just give up, but they push me to be better. I have tried different things to communicate, like a picture book, but I couldn't use it by myself and didn't have most thing I wanted to say. Next I tried a Alpha Talker. I had to use a button and it would scan down the computer. I hated it, too slow for me, so I didn't use it again. Then my amazing mum found a device with something called Minspeak on it, and I could use it with a tracker. Minspeak was hard to learn for me at first, but my mum made me play on them mostly every day. I can remember being so confused at the start because I didn't know how all the pictures worked. I had to keep playing with it to learn how the pictures worked. Like when you use two pictures makes a different word. I think that's called sequence. So I kept playing, then I saw the body page for the first time. Ha ha ha. I could stir my 5 sisters, and keep in mind I was just 6. But I knew how to give them hell, because they drove me up the wall. And now I can talk, but I still would like punch them so hard. They were older than me, so I learned really fast. I kept looking around my new awesome computer for more funny things I could say to my sisters and my mum. That is when I learned very fast about Minspeak. And then Mum showed his computer could control anything infrared. So one day I was watching some TV as you do. And then one of my sisters wanted to watch TV too. But she didn't like what I was watching, so she changed it. But ha ha ha. She didn't know I could change the TV by myself on this computer. So I changed it back. She was starting to get scared. So she changed it again. And I changed it back again. And if I remember right, she was starting to cry because I think she thought there was a ghost on the TV. So she ran to Mum crying. Back in the living room, I was laughing so hard. Well, it was a little about me. I am a joker, but I like Batman better. Ha ha ha. Okay, back to Minspeak. I had just 2 Minspeak computers in my life. And now I have a brand new one getting sent to me now. Finally, my first one was stolen, and the policemen in Cairns had a golf day to raise money to buy a new computer, which I had it around 10 years, but it stopped working. This computer is a trial one, and one of many things I love about Minspeak is I don't have to learn anything new if I want to talk. Mum used to add words I want, but now I can do it myself. Ha ha ha. I have learned a lot with this awesome computer over these years. My dream is to go Canada to see my favorite YouTuber called Spissy Amazing. He's my idol I look up. He's so funny. One day Marie, my sister, emailed him and told him about me. So on Christmas Day he gave me a shout out in one of the videos he made, saying, I am the boss and keep up the good work. I watch every video he makes. So it is my dream to go to Canada. Anyway, I go to a normal school and I'm in year 9, with the most amazing friends. I talk and do all my work on my awesome computer. Without having this computer I couldn't talk to my friends or my family. In my last math test I did. I was the best in my class. I got an award of the teacher. This pretty face isn't just good looking. Ha ha ha. I work very hard in everything I do. I want a job to help people with disability. Because sometimes they are left out, so I can speak for them and help them by showing them life isn't too bad with a disability, but I still get frustrated and say why me, and then I think to myself, it isn't just me going through this, maybe even worse than me, and I say to myself, look around you, we have the most beautiful dog. Most beautiful family, so stop being selfish. Bruce Baker, you really changed my life. So I want to say, from the bottom of my heart, the most bloody biggest, thank you. for making the most amazing thing ever, Minspeak. I would like also say thank you to the people who made this computer whole. And Bruce, the final thing I want to say to you, thank you for giving me a voice. Thank you for listening.
Does anyone have any questions for Ace? Ace, are you happy to take a couple of questions?
Sure.
Great. Does anyone have anything they want to ask?
I do. So you said the word ha 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 a couple times in there. Did you program that as a sequence?
No, the computer comes with that.
Oh, awesome.
Guys, let me just make a comment. Ace assembled that utterance himself right here. It's not pre-stored. He's not going back to a pile of pre-stored utterances. He is making his own utterance. And Ace, as a long-time observer in the AET field, I would suggest to you that you turn your speech on when you're composing your sentences, because it makes it feel to those of us who are listening that it's happening faster. And there have been all sorts of experiments done in relationship to how other people regard the pleasure of a communication experience. And the more rapidly the words come, I don't mean all fit together, but I know your mother. That sentence is more fun to hear at I know your mother than long silence, I know your mother. You see what I'm saying? And it's also even more impressive.
If we could possibly be more impressed right now.